Boker Tov from the old city of Jerusalem. And we're reflecting on the Parsha and what we learn. But actually we go back a couple of Parshas and we also learn something. We know in the Torah that we have a calling as a nation to be a holy nation, a separate nation. Actually, we're a nation that dwells alone. We're not really to mix. Abraham understood that when he told Lot to separate from him and go one way, he'd go the other, because he knew that it wouldn't be good for him. He was a holy man trying to create a holy culture to mix with someone who was not up to his calling and maybe would not eat. Probably he was also not submitting to the ways of Abraham, and there was strife with the herdsmen. And that was the first step that we could see that Abraham understood that he had to separate. And now in this week's Parsha, we see that when Isaac was dwelling in the midst of Avimelech noticed about how blessed Isaac was. And now the separation happened in a different way. Avimelech came to Isaac and said, "You're greater than us. You're blessed by God. Separate from us." And he asked him to move away from him. And when the people see, when we take a measure to separate ourselves from something bad, Hashem recognizes that. And what happens is, when the blessings of God start to come, those who are around us will also recognize those blessings, and maybe they might feel a bit uncomfortable because they know that they can see the favoritism of God, and they'll want to separate in another sense. And then what happened later? Abimelech came to Isaac and said, let's make peace together. And when it was all said and done, the scriptures actually called them brothers, and they had a feast together. And we see a process here. First, Israel separating from the evil. Then, as Israel enhances itself and receives blessings from God, the nations want to separate from us, feeling uncomfortable to be near us. Plus, it's a little bit uncomfortable with God's favoritism on one. But then later, they will come back to us and want to make peace with us. And like in the days of Solomon, when all the kings of the earth sought the presence of Solomon. So now we're learning something, that it's a process. And to be a holy nation, we need to separate from evil. And as we progress, they will want to separate from us. And as we become more blessed and more separate, more holy before the God, then they will come back and return to us and want what we have. And we can bring the world to God. And so amazing. It's so amazing. All the best.